So are you awake now? Yeah. You're awake now, huh? Okay. This will be our tradition in our gatherings. You see, this song is actually especially for everyone that's involved in the Ventros healing ministry. I like all of us when we come into Ventros to remember that masa lalu sudah berlalu, the past is gone. Some of us come into Ventros with some experiences. Some of us have experienced failures. Some of us have experienced quite a trauma in our business dealings before that. But as we come into Ventros, just remember that we come in experiencing a new season. In nature, seasons will always follow one after another. When spring comes, we enjoy the spring. Then comes the summer, then comes the autumn, then comes the winter, and that goes round. Because that's what life is. It's from one season to another. There are seasons where we are so happy, seasons where we might be sad, seasons where we find what's life all about. And then there are seasons when we are rejoicing, we are full of activity, full of life. So when we come into Ventros, just remember, masa lalu sudah berlalu. The past has gone. So we want to be forward-looking. Don't look into what happened before you come into Ventros. Look into what is ahead. So musim baru, there's a new season. And for us in Ventros, we know that this is a small company, but that's exactly why we are excited. Because we are small, our potential to be big is there. Isn't it? Yeah. Because we are small, so we have a big potential to move forward and be big. This is what we want to see happen in Ventros. Now, kita berjuang mati-matian in anything that we go into, unless and until we really come out and commit and do it with our total energies, our dreams, our passion. We always are half-hearted and results is half-hearted. So let us fight with all we have, berjuang mati-matian and untuk mencapai impian kita, so that we will arrive and achieve our dreams, whatever your dreams are. I'm really happy that all of you can make it. And when I thought about this second batch, I was talking with all the leaders in the first batch. Whether or not I should really have this second batch. But especially the Gold Diamonds, they encourage me, go ahead, go with the second batch, and if possible, the third batch. I just told them just now that I would think about it, but let us get going with you first, the second batch, And if you really are here with a desire to see something happen in your involvement, participation in the Ventros Healing Ministry, I am sure you are at the right place and at the right time. We are going to see and witness something short of miraculous happening as you go through this TROT program. Okay? Now, I like to explain some things before we get going. All right. just a brief introduction in the VTP. VTP is Ventros TROT program, the Ventros TROT program. The VTP is an exclusive training. That means it is not available anywhere. It is exclusive. Created specially, designed, and then conducted specially for you by that guy called KJ Ling. It's based on my 45 years of my involvement in the MLM industry. I think some of you know my background. Actually, I was a school teacher. I couldn't get to university because at that time we were so poor. And that was the year the government implemented the new economic policy. And so that was the year whereby you cannot get scholarship on it. And so of course I couldn't go to university. And I knew if I forced my way to university, it would be a big burden for my mother. So I ended up teaching as a school teacher. You know how I became school teacher? I was in Form 6. One of my classmates in the class, we were doing pure science at the time. This classmate of mine, she knew my background, come from a troubled family and so on. So, she one day after the exam over already, she passed me a form and said, "Hey, fill out this form." I said, "What is this for?" He said, "Apply to be teacher lah." So, she gave me the form. And just to oblige her, I never dreamed of being a teacher. So I filled out the form. 6 people filled the form. By January, I filled the form late in the year. By January, out of the 6 who filled the form to apply to go to training college, teachers college, only 1 fellow got it. And you know who got it. Out of 6, I got it. The one who is least prepared to be a teacher. So, what they do for teacher trainings at that time, they send you 2 years, sign a contract with the Ministry of Education. They pay you 40 ringgit a month. In 1972 and 73, 2 years I went for teacher training. 40 ringgit at that time was quite a lot of money. At least can keep you alive. So I went, I became teacher. Then I came out teaching. But the moment I started teaching, I knew that is not where I want to be. I knew I have to get out of teaching. But the thing is, I love teaching. When I started teaching, I find I like to interact with my students. Beyond that, I know my future is not there. So 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year passed very fast. At the end of 4 years, 7 months, one friend, schoolmate from Batu Pahat, he drove his old Volvo, you know the big like tank one, that kind of Volvo. He drove his Volvo all the way to Kuantan. I was teaching in Kuantan to look for me. The office boy came to the science lab to look for me. Ada kawan dari kampung mau jumpa. At that time, no handphone, you know, no internet, no. Any people can't look for you. Sometimes not good news. Ayo, kampung fellow come look for me. What bad news? I went to see him. Oh, my old schoolmate. You know what he told me? I come all the way to see you, no? What for? I want to make you a millionaire. Ayo! He said, I want to make you a millionaire. To me, it's more like millionaire, no, not millionaire. Because in my family, my parents, my uncles, my grandfather, and I think above that also, none of them were rich. All my uncles, including my grandfather, they were all coolie at that time, coolie at the port, carrying of rice and all that. They're all in that gully kind of thing. None have been rich before. This fellow come all the way from my compound. I come to look for you. I want to make you a millionaire. I was thinking, this fellow is too much. Make me a millionaire. Okay, so I listened to him. He said, now in Malaysia, this is something very new called MLM. I couldn't even pronounce MLM. What's MLM? So he started talking to me. It's like this, like that, like that, like that. At the end, he gave me a form to sign. Must fill form. Fill. After I filled the form, he said you had to pay $5. At that time, to join is $5. Got to pay money some more. I don't want. Never mind, you just sign, I pay for you. You pay for me, okay, I sign. After signing, he said, now you must buy product. Got to buy product some more. And so what are you selling? We are selling dishwashing liquid. What? Dishwashing liquid. He said, this dishwashing is very, very fantastic. You can't see it anywhere else. Why? Because this is a liquid for washing plates and all, but you can eat one. Dishwashing can eat. I never come across something like that. Then he do me a demonstration. You don't believe, You look at me. So he took out one bottle. He put his, one drink. He said, you see, now. Can eat what? Wow! Fantastic! Dishwashing liquid can eat. That's why I want to make you a millionaire. Oh, like that, no? So he said, you must buy one carton. One carton is 12 bottles. In my whole life, I really hated to sell things. I said, I don't want. He said, never mind. I leave this carton with you. 1 month later, I come, you settle with me, but you sell them. Okay, I oblige him because I thought, Batu Pahat come all the way to Kuantan, very far. And I don't know whether his car, the old Volvo, can make it all the way or not. Okay, I take the one carton. After all, he said 1 month later, I'll pay you. So in the 1 month, I didn't do anything about it. I just let it collect dust. When he came to see me 1 month later, you know what happened? Hey, how? Good not? You sell not? I cannot say didn't sell not. So I said, I only sell 2 bottles a day. Actually, what I mean is I will take 2 bottles and use it for myself. I sold 2 bottles a day. But anyway, I will pay you for the 12 bottles. So that's how I got started in MLM. That's how my first experience in MLM. And within that year, and that was 1977, you born already, In 1977, that's how I first went into MLM as an ordinary member. And in that 1 year, I attended trainings, I exposed myself to what this is all about. The more I get into it, the more I feel there is something very special in this MLM. And before 1977 was over, I decided already. I told my wife, the time I was married, and my salary in 1977 was 230 ringgit, as a teacher. And I told my wife, trust me, I'm going to this as a business. God willing, we're going to make it. My wife took it well because she trusted me, but my mother-in-law was the problem. What? You have such a steady job. In the old days, the old people, 做政府工 is the most stable. 做政府工 no, I resign. How stupid. That's the old folks. I told my wife, I have to resign. I don't care. I need to resign. So I resigned. The moment I resigned, I broke my contract. My contract with government is 5 years. I was now 4 years, 7 months. Short of 5 months. If I minus all the holidays and everything, maybe what's left is 1.5 months only. So, my headmaster asked me, are you so impatient? See your term out 5 years, you are free, you can go. I said, no, I can't wait. I have to go. So my headmaster so angry, he don't want even to sign, give me a letter of reference and all that. Okay, you can go. So he reported to the Ministry of Education. This guy from my school, he didn't finish his contract and he is running away. So the government came after me. Published in the Star, published in the New Straits Times, Lim Kai Guan, wanted, Ministry of Education for breach of agreement. And if you breach it, they will double what you signed for. My brother-in-law, by that time he already migrated to Perth. His friend from KL ring him, hey, your brother-in-law, he got into trouble. Your name also appeared there. Because he was my guarantor. My brother-in-law called me, hey, what happened to you? I said, I just quit my teaching. But do you know that your name appeared in the newspaper? My name also went in. Really? Well, I don't read newspaper. Really? Then quickly go and check. Ayo, my name appeared there. That I'm wanted. I breached the contract. So I go and find a good lawyer. Good meaning the fee is cheap. I found a lawyer. I said, can you please bargain for me? I'm in the wrong. I breached the contract. I'm in the wrong. You try to help me bargain and negotiate with the government so that maybe I pay 50 ringgit a month and clear up. By that time, they want to charge me for 6,000 over ringgit. In 1977, 6,000 is like now 60,000, even more. So this lawyer, so gung-ho, he went to the court, he went to fight my case, then he said, okay, decision made by the court, you pay 100 a month. I was already full-time in MLM. He said, you pay 100 a month until finish. Okay, 100 a month. And because I just wanted to prove something to my mother-in-law by the time. So I worked so hard. Within the next 6 months, the 6,000 all paid already. That's how my journey in MLM started. And as it went along, I began to discover MLM is something very special. MLM is, to me, a platform for everyone to develop their potential. You see, when I went to the teacher training college, there is this one semester, we study about psychology. What I understood from there is about the development of human potential. How our education system can bring up the potential of people. Then I find that in MLM, this platform is ideal, excellent to develop human potential. So I begin to see further that there is more to MLM. I begin to learn, I begin to go to study more about human behavior as applied to this MLM. So that's how I got stuck in this industry. I am today almost 50 years already, half a century, stuck in this MLM, not because I have no other place to go, but because I love this industry. I'm very passionate because I see it as the place to help to develop human potential. As I went along, I begin to see further that human potential is vast, but I want to especially go into development of human character. Human character. Our education system has no particular focus on development of human character. It's only incidental only. So I use MLM to be that platform to develop human character. And that's how I passionately stayed in this industry until today. Most of the people who started off same time as me, most of them have already left the industry. I'm still around. I'm still around. When I went to Indonesia, I had the same passion. And if I wasn't a Malaysian, if I was an Indonesian citizen, I would have sat on top of the whole industry there, because in Indonesia in the early 80s, MLM is so new. And in the course of so many years, I trained most of the industry leaders for MLM. And I had a chance to lead one company such that in 6 years, the number of people who joined us exceeded 600,000 people. The government was taking attention what this company is like. One day, one of the ministers, he's already passed on already, he came and visited my office. He just wanted to know, how did we start to gain traction in the society of Indonesia, all over Indonesia, 600,000 people. So as he started to learn what I shared with him, he said, so pitiful that you are not Indonesian citizen. If you are Indonesian citizen, I will bring you to join my party. I woke up. I was so panicked. I thought, this one cannot last long. Maybe he's going to do something. So I explained to you. I said, no, I'm just here to share with the Indonesian people a dream. I said, I'm going back to Malaysia later on. Oh, let's see. And I stayed there in Indonesia for 36 years. For 36 years. So most of the heads of companies, MLM companies in Indonesia, they are either my students or they have known me personally. If I had wanted to, I would have been sitting as the president of the Indonesian Direct Selling Association. Nobody would come and kacau me. But that's not what I wanted. I just wanted to be able to share something about building human character. So I came back to Malaysia. When I came back to Malaysia, the same dream was that before I retired, I just want to share all that I have learned from this industry. So that's why today we are here. Today, I'm sharing with you 45 years of my direct involvement in this industry and what this industry can do for you if only you understand it. So that's why you are here. Are you happy about it? So it's 45 years of my life's work. It's very valuable. You cannot buy it with money, man. I just hope that you will give me your time. I share it from my heart. KG Lim is a very funny fellow. Very sensitive in his heart. Sometimes when I share things, I will cry. Not because I'm a crybaby, but because I share it from my heart. When it touches my heart, I may cry. Sometimes I make you laugh. Sometimes I make you angry. But I just hope that you will tolerate me these 2 days. Can you tolerate me?
Yes.
And your participation in this program is by invitation or by recommendation. So you all should be quite thankful to all your uplines who recommended you here. They make it a point that you must come to attend. For every one of you sitting here, that means some others already have no chance to be here. I just hope that you will treasure it and you will make the most out of this TROT program. Okay, is that all right?
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
Now, this is scheduled, as I said, into level 1, 2, 3, and then the last one will be exam and then graduation. Once you finish all, you will receive a diploma in training and bracket is in for the MLM industry. I don't know about Malaysia because I've been away for a long time, but in Indonesia, if any people show in an interview for a job a certificate signed by KJLIM, chances are you're going to get the job. I have been trainers for public listed companies, for banks, and there are a few public listed companies in Indonesia at that time. They will only take people in for middle to top management people if those candidates have attended my training. And if they go to the interview with a certificate signed by me, most of the time they will be taken in as middle to top management. I had the opportunity to serve in a few public listed companies, and I know that they value human resource development, especially character development, for the middle top management people. And I was invited once by a very big bank, the 4th largest bank in Indonesia. The president director came chasing after me. Can you come and do a series of training? We will sign a contract with you, 2 years. At that time, I'm not proud, but at that time I just didn't feel the need to serve them because I was fully involved in MLM. So I said, wait till I have the time. He waited 2 years for me to say yes to his. After 2 years, he said, I'm about to resign. He said, but can you, before I resign, you come and do training for my top people? I finally said, okay, I will do it for you, but I will do it only 3 months. So I did it for him. He's the 4th largest bank in Indonesia. They have 400 over branches. Each branch has about 30 people, 30 staff. So how many people are around there? More than 10,000 right now. But he only wants me to train the middle high people. So in 3 months, I did marathon. I finished it. After I finished it, the president director said, thank you so much. Because why? His dream was, before he retired actually, he wants to have a high caliber people in that senior middle management level. Today, those who were trained, they are already very senior in the bank. They are still working. So I hope that you will see something there. I share with you because you and I, we all have a destiny. You know destiny? We all have a destiny. And if you believe you have a destiny, then you must know that every one of us has a special calling in life. We have a special calling in life. My calling is in this industry. My calling is to be sharing about character development. I could have been very rich doing what I do. But somehow, the one up there always pulled me away whenever I tried to think of how I'm going to make money and all that. I actually make a lot of money in Indonesia, but I also lost a lot of money in Indonesia. In the year 2005, I got cheated. And the person who cheated me is a friend, you know. That was during the economic crisis. I wanted to come back to Malaysia. So I said I want to sell all my assets, all my shares in Indonesia. This fellow came along, said, I'll take it from you, I'll buy it from you. So I thought, so friend, sign or sign. After signing, he never paid me one single second. But I already signed for him. All the buildings, all the warehouse, all the vehicles that we have, including land, all signed to him. What to do? To me, I almost went crazy. But this is life, lah. You can go so high, you can also come very low. But you know something? I never once felt I want to take revenge against him. And never. In fact, I prayed to forgive him, you know. And you know, this a few months ago, somebody in Indonesia sent me a WhatsApp message with a photo. The guy who cheated me is now in prison. He's now in prison. I didn't put him there, you know. But he actually cheated a lot of people. Big sums of money. And he is now in prison. I didn't clap, I didn't say, good for you. I just pray that, you know, he will come to his senses. Because to me, character development does not depend how rich you are, how much money you have, how many properties you have. Character development is about what kind of values you hold. What kind of values you hold. What kind of habits you have. How do you think? So I want to share all this with you in the TROT program. Are you happy about that? In Indonesia, I can tell you something. A lot of ladies, if their husbands are naughty, you know what they do? Hey, you go and attend KGL's training. So I thought, hey, this is responsibility too heavy to carry, you know. When a husband is naughty, you go and attend KGL's training. Then one day there was this woman. The husband is exceptionally hot-tempered. Little bit angry, little bit throw things around, little bit will make the whole house also fearful. He's a very angry person. So one day somebody told the wife, what kind of husband like that, how to tolerate? I tell you, there's one guy, he's called KG Lee. You send him to his seminar, his training. Your husband should change. So, true enough, this lady sent her husband to my training in Jakarta. They have a huge factory, you know, in Bandung. So when he came to this training, his wife called me, Pak Lim, tolong perhatikan suami saya. Kenapa, Bu? Suami saya ini, dia itu kaki marah. Kaki marah is angry bird that gets angry all the time. Tak satu hari pun tak marah. Kalau dia hari itu dia tak marah, saya akan bingung. If the husband don't get angry, she'll start to worry. That's how it happened to me. So, okay, boo, don't worry. The days passed, training over. Husband went back. So the children, the wife, all observing how after you come back. Hey, true enough. Come back smiling, not angry, nothing. Yeah. The next day, wake up morning, good morning, hi, yeah. With the servant also, yeah, hi. The wife got mad, got very upset. What happened to him? One day like that, 2 days also like that, never angry one time also, 3 days also like that. Until the wife cannot tahan already. She called Ali. tahu apa yang terjadi kepada suamiku. She got worried. She wants to know what happened to the husband. So I asked her, kenapa Bu? Suami saya sejak pulang, tak satu kali pun dia marah. Bukankah itu ibu yang inginkan? Ya Pak, tetapi aneh. Tak satu pun kali dia marah. Kami tidak terbiasa. Ini berarti ibu mau bapak marah lagi? Ya, bukan juga. Jadi apa yang ibu mau? Marah sih marah. Tidak apa. Tapi dia 3 hari tak pernah marah. 1 week later, the wife called again. Pak Lim, laporkan suami saya sudah normal kembali. She become happy when the husband get angry again. Because 1 week never get angry because a lot of tension in the family. You see, this is why I say character development is very important. To develop character, we may even have to change their habits, change the way they think. And then you find that everything fits in like a jigsaw puzzle. So that's why this TROT program may expose us to a lot of things that perhaps we have forgotten. And I hope you are ready for it. I hope you are ready. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, how to be ready, I teach you. Lift up your right hand. That's how we have to be ready. You follow me, yeah? You follow me. You put your finger like that. You say, shoot, shoot. No, not good enough. Your voice must be very sweet. Like that. Shoot. Make it sweeter. If not, I will call Johnny to show you. Come on. Now you chut. You use this hand. You go and chubit the arm of the next person. You chubit the arm of the next person. This one a lot of muscle. Okay, chubit. No, really chubit. I show you how to do it. Chubit, you got a lot of fat there. Chubit. You turn like this. No, like this. This one a lot. Like that. Chubit. Don't let go. You want me to demo? Chubit. Don't worry, chubit. No, like that. When you chubit, the secret is little bit. Not so much, little bit. Then got effect. Okay, like this. Like that. So don't let go, chubit. You will chubit until they say chubit. Don't let go. Alright, now you tell him, this is only the beginning. Tell him this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning.
This is only the beginning.
Demo like that. Demo. Some more, do it. Tell your friend. So nice. Give it to me some more. Okay. Painful, no? No, not painful. In my trainings, usually those who sit in front will become diamond faster. Why they become diamond faster? Because they have to be Jupiter more than anyone else. You see, Suryang is so tough, but I want him to be a diamond very fast. I tell you, this gold diamond Johnny, when I first met him, I make him sit in front of the seminar. And you know what? He became one of the earliest diamond director, and for now he's gold.
Go back all blue back. Go back all blue back.
But he was at thank you very much.
Yeah, that's the one.
So don't worry. No pain, no gain.
Yeah.
Okay? So make sure all of you bring home blue black here, blue black there. That will be the proof that you have learned something. And that is David. Already blue black already?
Blue black already.
You are doing your job well. Very good. So, okay, this is the TROT program we're going to start, and I let you know. This program, if I want to, I conduct it for other companies. You, in that 8 months, you will have to pay me at least 10,000 ringgit. How much are you paying here now?
Zero.
Huh?
We take back more than 10,000.
Because I consider that Ventros is the place where I will leave behind what Johnny always says, a legacy.
Yeah.
So I'm sharing it with all of you from my heart, not for money, to share it with you. I hope you treasure it, because after this level 1, level 2, level 3, I'm sure you will know how much this TROT program is worth. At that time you will know. So just enjoy it. Just give yourself the opportunity to be exposed to this kind of character development training. Alright? Come on, smile. Smile. It is free for you. Why do I make you pay 500 ringgit deposit? What is that for? It's not for me, you know. It's there just to make you commit to finishing the seminar. Once you finish it, the money is returned to you in full, but interest free, and no interest. Pay back to you. And we do everything just to make sure that we have a good time together, that we have good memories from this program. Okay? Okay, now every one of you will have 1 minute to come out here. 1 minute, each person come out here. Introduce yourself, your name, where you come from. And also, I forgot it, include who is your upline. Next one, who recommended you to attend the TROT program? What is your present position in Ventros? Why do you want to attend this TROT program? Short only. Come up, just share. 1 minute each. If you don't do it, no lunch. No dinner also.